So you're thinking about trying group exercise, or you've tried it and you've been underwhelmed. What if I told you group exercise is the fast food of fitness? Mass appealing, cheap, but lacking in any value. What if I told you you're more likely to hurt yourself in a class than doing it alone? Today I'm going to tell you why, if you value your results, you shouldn't do classes. Spoiler, it's not down to hygiene. I'm going to tell you how your initial results will be your only results and how you'll soon lose them. I'm going to tell you how classes aren't suitable for people over 35 and how sessions are not designed with your safety and results in mind. Guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sal, founder of Red Pill Fitness, where I share with you the fitness red pill the media and industry don't want you to take. Guys, if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, or at least give me a thumbs up. You may not know this, but the vast majority of group exercise qualifications can be taken in less than 24 hours. And ultimately, you also cannot fail them unless you are a total moron. How do I know this? Well, I did a spin qualification many years ago, and a large proportion of this was just how to maintain and set up the bike. There's no science involved, there's no programming. I'll give you a prime example. HIIT, which is a highly successful way to lose fat and increase your cardiovascular volume, is supposed to be short and sharp. About 10 seconds of work and at least a minute of recovery. However, if you go to a HIIT session, they try and destroy you, even puke. That's not the way to get the results. The reason that classes do that is because you actually do get results pretty quickly, but the results also plateau off equally as fast. All exercise works on stress, recovery, and adaptation. The more stress you have, the greater the change, the adaptation, and then you obviously have to recover from that. So if you're always pushing your class to work as hard as possible, a high stress, you're going to see an adaptation. However, classes don't get any harder because they're already pushing you at the max. Or for example, you might say, okay, well, I'm doing press-ups for a minute. I might be able to go from 20 to 30. But once you get to 30 press-ups in a minute, you're not going to be able to go to 40. You're hampered there. Then you might say, okay, well, my class F45, let's say, does bench press, not press-up, so I can go up in weight. The reality is nobody is doing 100 plus kilos on the bench press because you're not getting enough rest to recover to increase your performance. Now, there's a huge risk of always pushing your class at 100%. And that is, we're all individuals. So we have our own joint problems, our own back problems. We have different length bones. And that means if everyone is doing the same thing, some people are going to get blown out the back. They're going to get left behind. Group exercise instructors don't have the skill, the time, or the ability to help you if you're different from the other people. And I would argue everybody is different, especially the older that you get. Because the older you get, you've accumulated more injuries, more time in front of your desk. So unfortunately, you can't do what the 21-year-old guy can do. If the instructor is managing a class of, let's say, 50 people, that is way too much to see what's going on. I do group or team training myself, and I do it with only 4 people, and I could probably scrape to 5 people, but any more than that, you just cannot see what's going on. And the exercises that get you the most results You cannot be looking somewhere else. You have to be there to support and guide and coach that person. With the inability of the fitness instructor to see what's going on, if you add to this working at a very high intensity plus doing resistance training, this is an absolute recipe for disaster. Because when you are exhausted, it is impossible to keep the right form when you're exercising. People seem to think that in the gym it's something big that happens that injures you. In fact, it's lots of small, little, incorrect movements that actually lead to injuries. Because the most common injury is going to be tendonitis. And tendonitis is an overuse injury. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please type red in the comments or put blue if you hated it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, or at the bare minimum, give me a thumbs up.